The phone glowed in my trembling hand. Its screen a cold mirror reflecting a truth I wasn't ready to face. 30 days ago, I'd started tracking Sarah's rejections. Small moments when her warmth slipped away like sand through my fingers. A turned cheek when I leaned for a kiss. A vague excuse when I suggested dinner out. A sigh, sharp and impatient, when I asked about her day. I'd written them down in a notebook, each entry a pinprick in my heart, hoping the pattern would prove me wrong. But tonight on day 31, the pattern wasn't just clear, it was a scream. The living room was dim, the only light spilling from a lamp in the corner, casting jagged shadows across our wedding photo on the mantel. Sarah was upstairs, her footsteps soft but deliberate, pacing in our bedroom. I sat on the couch, the notebook open on my lap, its pages filled with dates and details I'd scribbled in secret. October 3rd. She flinched when I touched her hand. October 12th. Said she was too tired for movie night, but stayed up texting till 2 a.m. October 27th. Caught her smiling at her phone, then locking it when I walked in. Each note felt like a betrayal of its own, as if I were spying on the woman I'd vowed to love forever. But I wasn't spying. I was surviving. It started with a gut feeling, a quiet unease that crept in during the silences we used to fill with laughter. Sarah had always been my anchor, her hazel eyes bright and teasing, her laugh that could unravel my worst days. But lately, those eyes darted away from mine, and her laugh was reserved for someone else. I told myself it was stress. Her new job at the marketing firm demanded long hours, late nights. I'd rationalized every red flag, stitching them into a narrative I could live with. Until last week, when I saw the name, Evan, flash on her phone screen, followed by a heart emoji. She'd swiped it away, but the image burned into me. Tonight, I couldn't ignore it anymore. I'd borrowed her phone under the pretense of checking a restaurant's hours, my fingers clumsy as I opened her messages. The thread with Evan was a knife to the chest. Miss you already, he'd written at 11:43 p.m. last night. Can't wait for Thursday. Sarah's reply, me too. Same place? My vision blurred, the words swimming like fish in a murky tank. I scrolled up, each message a deeper cut. They'd been meeting for weeks. Hotels. Coffee shops. Lies wrapped in casual texts. Jake. Sarah's voice sliced through the silence, and I nearly dropped the phone. She stood at the foot of the stairs, her hair loose around her shoulders, her expression a mix of curiosity and something sharper. Fear, maybe. What are you doing with my phone? I set it down on the coffee table, deliberate, like placing a loaded gun between us. I was just checking something, I said, my voice steady despite the storm inside. Found more than I expected. Her face tightened, a flicker of panic in her eyes before she masked it with a frown. What's that supposed to mean? I held up the notebook, its worn cover a testament to my obsession. 30 days, Sarah. I've been keeping track. Every time you pulled away, every excuse, every lie. And now this. I gestured to the phone, my voice cracking. Evan. Who is he? She froze, her lips parting as if to speak, but no words came. The air thickened, heavy with the weight of what we both knew. I wanted her to deny it, to laugh and call me paranoid, to pull me into her arms and make the world make sense again. But she just stood there, her silence louder than any confession. Say something, I whispered, my throat raw. Tell me I'm wrong. She crossed her arms, her gaze dropping to the floor. Jake, it's not what you think. Then what is it? I stood, the notebook falling to the couch. Because it looks like you've been sneaking around with someone else. Meeting him. Texting him. Smiling at his messages while I'm right here, begging for a scrap of your attention. Her eyes flashed, a spark of defiance breaking through. You're blowing this out of proportion. Evan's just a colleague. We work together. That's all. A colleague you meet at hotels? My voice rose, sharp and jagged. A colleague you text heart emojis to at midnight? Don't lie to me, Sarah. Not now. She flinched, her hands twisting together. Okay, fine. It's complicated. Evan and I, we got close. But it's not what you're thinking. It's not physical. It's emotional. I needed someone to talk to, and you. She stopped, her words hanging like a guillotine. Me what? I stepped closer, my heart pounding. What did I do to push you to him? You stopped seeing me, she snapped, her voice breaking. You're always working, always distracted. I felt invisible, Jake. Evan, he listened. He made me feel like I mattered again. Her words hit like a punch, stealing my breath. I wanted to scream that I'd been here, loving her, trying to hold us together. But the truth in her eyes stopped me. I'd been drowning in my own work, my own stress, missing the cracks forming between us. Had I driven her to this? The thought twisted the knife deeper. That doesn't justify it, I said, my voice low, trembling. You could have talked to me. You could have fought for us. Instead, you chose him. I didn't choose him. Tears welled in her eyes, but she didn't wipe them away. I was lonely, Jake. I didn't know how to fix it. I still love you. I swear I do. I wanted to believe her. God, I wanted to. But the notebook, the texts, the months of distance, they told a different story. I sank back onto the couch, my hands shaking. I tracked everything, I said, almost to myself. Every rejection. Every time you shut me out. I thought I was losing my mind. But I wasn't. You were slipping away, and I let it happen. Sarah knelt in front of me, her hands reaching for mine, but I pulled back. Jake, please, she whispered. We can fix this. I'll end it with Evan. I'll do whatever it takes. I looked at her, the woman I'd built my life around, and saw a stranger. The love was still there, buried under the hurt, but it wasn't enough. Not anymore. I don't know if I can trust you again, I said, the words tasting like ash. And I don't know if I can trust myself to believe you. Her face crumpled, a sob escaping her lips. What are you saying? I stood, picking up the notebook, its weight heavier than ever. I'm saying I need time. I need to figure out what's left of us. I walked toward the door, my chest tight with grief and resolve. I'll stay at a hotel tonight. We'll talk tomorrow. Jake, wait. Her voice broke, desperate, but I didn't turn back. The door closed behind me, the sound final, like a chapter ending. Outside, the night was cold, the stars hidden behind clouds. I clutched the notebook, my record of 30 days of unraveling love, and wondered if day 32 would bring clarity, or just more shadows.